I'm going to turn it over to Rene, and she's going to help you with nutrition and sleep and other questions you have. Get them ready. And we both do this. Again, this is our chance to help and give back. I have a group called Present Like a Pro on Facebook, and you just get free tips on how to become a better speaker. Present Like a Pro group, I think, is the official name. And Rene has a group on Facebook. It's called Eat, Evolve, and Inspire. And if you join those two groups, you're going to get dripped. It's called in marketing. You're going to get dripped, this ongoing tips on how to be better. And if you really like what she says, you should do a free consult with her, which she does for everybody in the group, right? And she will help you. She will get you pointed in the right direction. And if you want help after that, she'll do some coaching with you. That is not free, but it's well worth it. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the redhead, Rene Pothetes.
Morning, everybody. So what I just want to say how excited I am for all of you who are coming into your presidency, having gone through it. It was intimidating, it was exciting, and at the same time, Michael kept telling me I was going to learn things about myself that I never knew, and I didn't believe him because there was so much nervousness about all the things that I didn't know and the responsibility that I felt running the club. But you're going to do great, and just know that just keep breathing, taking care of yourself. I'm excited that you're even considering having me speak to you, and we've all come out of a couple of years of pandemic. And I think if there's one thing that we've all learned is that if you don't have your health, if you are not taking care of yourself, nothing else matters. All the stuff that's gonna be part of your day in, day out routine in the coming year, the new pressures, the time commitments, I'm going to encourage you to, with all your learning and all this new information, make your health the number one priority. You need to put yourself first above your family and above Rotary. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, it is going to show up. And what's also going to happen is if you're falling apart, if your hair is on fire all the time, if you're not sleeping, this is going to show up as a leader, and you're going to set the tone for potential other leaders that in order to become a president, you have to forego your well-being. And I don't think that's a message you want to send. So it's honestly really simple. You got to sleep more, you've got to eat quality foods that nourish your body, and you got to move. And if you can incorporate those three things, it's simple, but it's not, because it requires you to maybe set some time aside that you don't think you have to take care of yourself. But again, if you are the number one priority and you're going to set the tone for future leaders, it is important. So sleep, the average person needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. The only way you're going to get that with all your commitments, all your meetings, all the extra work that you're going to be doing, all your committee commitments that you're going to be involved with, is you need to make a plan. And that means you're laying out your schedule for the week, and you see I've got this meeting in the morning, this meeting at night, this. You put it on your calendar. I need to be in bed by blank time. Make it important so that it's actually on a calendar. If I have to get up at 5 a.m. because I'm going to drive to some club that's a far distance away and I'm going to meet with a community leader, I need to be in bed at a certain amount of time so that I will be fresh, so that I will be smart. Cognitively, we need sleep. We are beings that we can't store sleep. Like when we were teenagers, where maybe you get away with it, or 21 or so, where you get away with some late nights out, lack of sleep, and you think you'd catch up on the weekend. The truth is that doesn't work. We don't store or bank sleep like fat. I wish that were the case, but we don't. So you need sleep to be cognitively sharp. It also affects every single process and organ in your body. So part of sleep is a restorative process, and it's everything at a cellular level. So your ability to digest food, right? If you're eating really close to going to bedtime, your body is spending most of the night trying to digest that food instead of going through the restorative process of autophagy and mitophagy, which is about building cellular health in your body. And you're gonna get up the next morning and you may think that you're sharp, but you're not. Getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night is about the same as staying up all night. Studies have shown that. So you may think that you're sharp, but the truth is you're not. And over time, that has a cumulative effect. Let's talk about food. Stop eating crap. That's the best thing I can tell you. I know, just stop. Stop eating crap. The most important thing you can do is nourish your body with real food. And I know that's hard. I know it's tempting to try and pick up that candy bar to treat ourselves. And I'm not trying to demonize any one food. One candy bar here and there, no, it's not gonna hurt you. But as stress continues to grow and pressure may grow during your year when you've got a lot of things to do, think about how you want to feel and realize that every single thing that goes into your body impacts how you're gonna feel. So I'm gonna give you an example, and again, this is not to demonize food, but it's about understanding how to feed based on how you wanna feel, right? It's a problem you work in reverse. It's like, what kind of president do you wanna be? And then what are the things you have to learn to become that, right? For example, at breakfast, and I know we're in the South, but this is pretty common too. If you start your day with pastry and bread and toast and juice, you are going to crash like a heroin junkie. There's no fat there, there's no protein there, there is sugar. And all of that will make you crash. You're gonna feel good for about half an hour, if you're lucky, maybe an hour, and then you're gonna crash, which affects every single thing in your body. So I encourage you, as you're going to more events, as you're putting on events, take a look at how do we nourish ourselves, take care of ourselves, still offer variety, right? But then be able to say no. You know, if you wanna have a pastry for breakfast, have a pastry. But don't eat the pastry and the biscuits and the potatoes and have the juice, right? Unless you wanna feel like you're gonna crash. I mean, you get to make that choice. Other thing is carry some stuff with you. I always have an extra bar or something with me just in case there's not enough nutrition available for me at the meal that I'm going to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And tell them the brand name of the bars you like.
Well,
there's so many bars out there.
There's a couple types of bars. So when I look at bars, granola bars are not your friend. Again, they're just loaded with sugar, right? So what you're looking for is something that's got a protein and fat ratio in general with very, very low sugar as well as a low carbohydrate count. The truth is there is no carbohydrate deficient disease out there. None of us are starving from a lack of carbohydrates in our diet. So look for something that's got protein and fat, very low sugar in it, and even a low carbohydrate. There's a brand called Quest that's pretty darn good. There's a brand called RX, which is really good. There's also a brand called Epic that has things that are made out of like buffalo and cranberry, right? So you're getting a really, really good hit of protein and fat that's gonna support you. The third thing is movement. If you're not exercising, start. And if you are exercising, see if you could add in maybe one more 20-minute segment. And don't think about exercise as a weight loss program. Think about exercise as a physical wellness program because it ties in with everything. It ties in with your ability to sleep better. It ties in with your ability to process food better. It ties in with your body's ability to rid itself of toxins. It also releases serotonin, not necessarily dopamine, but it's a serotonin thing, which helps equal things out. It helps reduce stress. And don't put the pressure on yourself to say, okay, well, now I'm gonna go do this 3 times a week. I have to go do this. What if in the morning you set your alarm just 20 minutes earlier, right? 20 minutes earlier, you get up, don't pick up your phone, make that 20-minute block of time just for you, right? Just for you. Maybe it includes 10 minutes of exercise. So you're not exercising and what you're trying to do is become someone who incorporates a little bit more movement in your life. So don't say I have to go and do this X amount of time all the time. Just add another 20 minutes into your day for personal well-being. Take 10 minutes and start doing something different. Stretch. Do some push-ups. Do some chair squats where you can sit in your dining room chair and stand up, right? A little bit of movement. And maybe during that time frame, you're also listening to something that fills you up. Not an obligation, but something that gives you satisfaction, whether it's a podcast or an audiobook, right? Something that kind of sets a tone for you, that I've taken time for myself, so that then you're ready to move on to the rest of your day. I'm happy to help anyone who's looking at some dietary changes, incorporating more stuff in your life that supports you in this journey as president. As Michael had said, I do have a free Facebook group. There's a lot of Rotarians in there. Eat, Evolve, Inspire. We're sharing recipes. We're talking about strategies for eating out. We have a travel lifestyle. So we're in airports all the time. We eat dinner out a lot. It's a choice as to what's going to be put on your plate. Zig Ziglar said, nothing goes in my mouth without my permission. So when you put things in your mouth, think about how do you want to feel, and then go from there. Can I answer any questions for anyone? Yes, sir.
Hi, what's the name of your Facebook group?
It's Eat, Evolve, Inspire. Yeah, and I actually have a website, eatevolveinspire.com.